Hey, good evening. We're here tonight at Universal Studios Hollywood. Now you can't really see the archway because of the light and exposure, but we're here for Halloween Horror Nights. So this will be both coasts that we're doing in one trip. I'm very excited. We've got the Weeknd After Hours Nightmare. We've got Universal Monsters Legends Collide. We've got a few that are the same and a few that are different. We've got Killer Klowns here this year and I'm excited to see that. So we got the combo day-night ticket so we can get in early and avoid this crazy big crowd behind us. It's quite expensive to get that, but it'd be a lot of fun. So if you guys do enjoy the videos throughout, give a thumbs up, do appreciate it, really does help us out a lot. And I'd love for you guys to hit the subscribe button and bell icon to be notified when we post all new videos. Let's go and experience the horror.
Attraction information.
The Weeknd After Hours Nightmare. And we're in. So you've got a completely separate area and you've got to have a wristband on if you're entering early. A little bit different to Universal Studios Orlando and how that works. This feels so different to Orlando. It feels a lot more like production-y. They got the car from the Mummy there. It feels so different. It doesn't feel like a theme park. This still feels kind of like we're in City Walk more than anything. So walking in, our first scare zone is Sideshow Slaughterhouse. Now unfortunately we're here a little bit later than the 2 PM, so we can't get into some of the daytime attractions. The last studio tour for the day is closed. Right, so we're heading into Springfield, established 1796. So they've been around a little while. This, in my opinion, is a better Springfield than the Springfield in Orlando. They've got better facades around the top. More food options as well. And everybody's in a big, big queue. Dufftoberfest is on here at Universal Studios Hollywood as well. You've got the nuclear power plant, you've got Springfield sign. So down on the lower lot, you've got the Weeknd, you've got Universal Monsters, and you've got Killer Klowns. Up on the upper lot here, you've got the Studio Tram tour, which changes into Terror Tram of a night time. Something incredibly unique to Universal Hollywood. You've got escalators down to the lower lot. Look at that for a view. Kirk Douglas Drive. But look at the lower lot here. We've got Super Nintendo World being built. Get in there, 2023 it opens. And you've got some more stuff going on in the background there. Lots happening here at Universal Hollywood. So we've got a few rides here that are fairly similar. We've got Transformers, which I think is basically scene for scene exactly the same. We've got Revenge of the Mummy, which is pretty much the same. Oh my goodness, there it is. That's where the warp pipe will be for Super Nintendo World. Ah, they're building the warp pipe now as well. So if you're here on the 2 PM entry ticket, get here at 2 o'clock. Every ride in the park at the moment is 120 minutes. Stay and Scream's getting a little bit long, 30, 40 minutes for some. But they open the first house tonight, the Weeknd After Hours Nightmare at 5:30. So we're in the queue for that. Saying it's going to be a 25 minute wait when we join the queue, which isn't too bad. But it basically means if you're doing Stay and Scream, you're probably only going to get one house in before like it gets super busy. When we did Stay and Scream here previously, we actually, I think, got 3 houses in the lower lot done during that Stay and Scream time. That was back in 2018. So we had Stranger Things, we had Trick or Treat, whatever, and Poltergeist down here. And I think we got all 3 of them done in pretty quick succession. Now it looks like, I don't know, is Horror Nights like really taken off in Hollywood now, and you're only gonna get 1 in? Or is it like it's a holiday weekend as well, so maybe that doesn't help? But I don't think we're gonna get all the houses done tonight at all. It's gonna be a weird night, I think. One thing we were just saying as well, because of like Stay and Scream and like day guests being kicked out of the park, Stay and Scream coming in, Horror Nights, all sorts like that. Basically, because every ride is 2 hours, unless you want to wait in a 2-hour queue and potentially miss your Stay and Scream slot, you've not had anything to do for like an hour or so anyway. It's been a bit of a weird time to be in Universal, at least for the past, I guess, hour or so. So we are in Stay and Scream for the Weeknd After Hours Nightmare. It is a busy, busy queue. Music is going, getting cool. So we've just done the Weeknd After Hours Nightmare, and that was a really, really awesome house. Very different to Orlando. Lots more. This is weird for me to say because Hollywood's normally black corridors, but that was a lot of actual corridors that weren't black. Really good. Animatronics, didn't have those in Orlando. Lots of jump scares. We had a moving train as well. Again, didn't have that in Orlando. Just a lot better than Orlando. Really quite cool to see. What we're going to do now, we are going to go on Jurassic World because we've never been on this before, and it's a lot different from Jurassic Park River Adventure. So I'm so excited for this ride.
We have assets out of containment and help is on the way. In the meantime, please. Security team is deployed.
lot. We've got the killer barbecue from outer space. We've got barbecue pulled pork chicken sandwich, got 22-inch hot dog, barbecue brisket sandwich, loaded mac and cheese, seasoned fries, couple of drinks, acid pie, and killer funnel fries. And a cool looking facade as well. We've gone for a beef brisket burger. Becky's got that. We've gone for a barbecue pulled chicken burger and these funnel fries, which look really, well, really scary actually. These are all based off of Killer Klowns From Outer Space. And this was, in total, $38.84 in dollars. So that came to £35 at current exchange rate. So quite expensive, but the burgers were pretty big. And they do come with fries actually as well. So we've just come out of both Killer Klowns and Universal Monsters. So we're starting with Universal Monsters. It's very, very, very different to the Orlando one. In Orlando, you go in and you're basically in the Temple of Anubis straight away. With this, you go through a whole bunch of like corridors and stuff like that, and you're more in like an artifact room. You know, when they found those artifacts from the Temple of Anubis. It's supposed to be a prequel to the one in Orlando. But that was really cool. Some amazing scares. Right at the end, I had Dracula and the Wolfman both jump out at me, or maybe Dracula and Mummy both jump out at me, and then the Wolfman had come out just after as well, and I didn't see him. Caught me right off guard and scared the bejeebers out of me. We'll go with that word, bejeebers. Killer Klowns was awesome. Loved the film. One thing I'd say about Killer Klowns, it's got the curse of Universal Hollywood black corridors to it. Loads of black corridors. Right at the end of the maze was just black corridors. And that wasn't fun, having all those black corridors, unfortunately. Because it was just, you know, they're not themed it at all. What I think they should do is just do a bit of theming at least. But the maze itself is good, the costumes were cool, the effects that they had, particularly the main monster at the end of Killer Klowns. If you've not seen Killer Klowns, I apologise for the spoiler, but there's a huge clown monster, and he like jumped out at us right at the end, which was so cool. Some real practical effects. Overall, it was just a really cool maze, apart from the black corridors. So if Hollywood can get over that, the Weeknd didn't have any black corridors really. Universal Monsters Legends Collide only had like a couple, but Killer Klowns like really overdid it on the black corridors in the final third act of that maze, so that was unfortunate. The wait times are starting to creep up now, so we're actually coming back for 2 nights, so I'm going to stagger this video over 2 nights. It'll be in one video, but filmed over 2 nights, so you guys can get a full idea of what we think of the mazes compared to Orlando as well. We did also do Jurassic World, River Adventure, like the retheme of Jurassic Park, and that was just incredible. The screens at the beginning we thought were a little bit much to start with, but when you got through to the finale, just before the final drop, when you got the T-Rex in River Adventure, there were 2 full animatronic dinosaurs, which were just freaking incredible. Please, Orlando, retheme Jurassic Park, River Adventure to Jurassic World. Beloved by me and a ton of people. Jurassic Park is a beautiful ride, but that was something else entirely. I just want that. So this is Sideshow Slaughterhouse. So you got the all the decorations done. You got flames going. This guy looks like the gentleman from Hush, that episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. outside. And we've got loads and loads of Super Nintendo merch. Mario Kart Grand Prix. This is going to be the name of the ride that is coming to Universal Studios Hollywood when it opens in spring 2023. Loads and loads of really cool merch. The design of this shop looks amazing. All these blocks, this is kind of the design and the aesthetic that you're going to have in the ride itself, or the land itself, should I say. Some really cool merch, Mario gloves as well, lanyard pouch, the Goomba hat. So you've got some really, really awesome looking stuff in here. And then you've got all of the little superpowers hanging above with the mushroom, the invincibility star. Just above me here, you've got the flower firepower. It's very, very cool. Give you an idea of some of the prices here tonight at Halloween Horror Nights Hollywood. RIP $5.29, 1 day with Express $4.29. Oh, it's unlimited Express $3.89 one time, $1.99 day and night, $1.34 standard. Crazy pricing. Sideshow Slaughterhouse. Oh, it's warm. It is warm in here. Right, so we're gonna head back through Springfield, USA. This is night 2, so we had a bit of a gap. We're back again to try and give you all of the all of the views on the mazes, the scare zones, and now we're gonna go on the Terror Tram. So this is the standard Universal Studios tram, but terrorized. So to get to Terror Tram, you go through Springfield and turn to the right of the actual Simpsons ride. It's posted at a 10-minute wait at the moment, which is pretty crazy. So on this, we've got Nope and Us, 2 Jordan Peele films, have been kind of brought to life, let's say, as part of the Terror Tram.
So Universal Studios is the oldest movie studio in Hollywood. We are over 100 years old, and you cannot exist that long without having a few skeletons in your closet, some secrets that employees whisper about behind the scenes. One of those is that Universal has kind of a clown problem.
Trick or treat, smell my feet, give me something good to eat. Happy Halloween, boys and girls.
Well, we found Scott and Allison.
Hey, Scott. Halloween is my favorite time of year.
Gosh golly, Allison. That's my favorite time of year, too.
I've got a great idea. Let's have a Halloween party.
Tram itself.
That's entertainment.
So we just come off the Terror Tram and it was pretty cool. The best part was Jupiter's Claim, Nope and us in there. But it's not really a Terror Tram, it's more transport to a couple of scare zones. We've got somebody behind us, right here. This is kind of scary.
Where's we stop? In the house, made a wee way.
Not bad. He looks cool. That's Hollywood Harry. He was the host of the Terror Tram. As I said, it wasn't really a Terror Tram, just transportation to scare zones and houses, in theory, but it was very cool. A couple of them didn't really make a lot of sense, but still a lot of fun. We're going to go through Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Hogsmeade Village in a minute. Because there's two scares, there's two mazes at the back. You've got Scarecrow the Reaping, and you've also got Halloween down there. So we're gonna get some food at Cocina Mexicana. So this is all tacos, nachos, sopes. You got some desserts here as well, frozen margaritas. So we got our food from Cocina's Mexicana. We got tacos and we got soaps. I think that's how it's pronounced. Got ourselves a Halloween Horror Nights cookie as well, and a Sprite. And this was a lot of money. $41.85 including tax. That's in dollars, so I think about 37, 38 pound. It's quite pricey, but it's actually a really big portion, so not bad. Dia de Muertos in here. Day of the Dead. Very cool. So we're going to go into the Wizarding World now, because we've got two mazes to get through the Wizarding World area. Into the Wizarding World. They've actually done this up a bit for Halloween this year, which makes a change. Okay.
1, 2, 8, 1. Where's your 1?
Have your light on, please.
So in order to get to Halloween and Scarecrow the Reaping, gotta break some of the magic for you guys. So we're going through the gate at the back of the Wizarding World, which is a really interesting way of doing it. Scarecrow, this way. And also
Becca's gonna be Chucky. I'm gonna be the bride of Chucky.
Halloween. One thing to note, in order to get to Scarecrow and Halloween, it's a bit of a walk. It's been probably a 10-minute walk. There is alternative transport because the ground is really hilly. It's not like inaccessible, but it's just, you wouldn't want to come up here like in a wheelchair or anything like that, because it's difficult. So it's like a little event plaza around here. Universal Horror Hotel. Posted at a 45-minute wait. Now this, I think, is where The Walking Dead used to be, maybe. So we've done two of Universal Hollywood's original houses now. We've done Scarecrow, the Repin, and we've done Hollywood Horror Hotel. Scarecrow, I think, was a lot better. Didn't have a story though. The hotel one had more of a story, but didn't have as good as scares. They were very much repeat scares in the Horror Hotel one, as you'll see in the clips. Didn't know you could actually record in the houses, so I apologise. I didn't get The Weeknd, I didn't get Halloween, I didn't get Killer Klowns, I didn't get Universal Monsters, which is a shame. But also at the same time, I'm not one of those that's going to put the camera right in a scare actor's face in a house whilst they're working, because I just want to be scared, right? But the Scarecrow house was really good. It was really cool. The Halloween house was a little bit different to the Orlando one. I'd say the Orlando one was slightly better, but Universal Hollywood are getting better with their use of black corridors. They're not using them as much, which is good to see. Historically, when we've come here, back in 2018, there were a lot of just black corridors to walk through with zero scares in. Or if there was a scare, it was just like a peekaboo scare, and then they pop back behind a curtain. So it's good to see that they've really upped the game, and I don't know if that's the Weeknd effect, now they're getting a lot more like exposure because of the weekends this time, or like the Stranger Things stuff historically, but it's a lot better than it was. So another one of the scare zones we've got in the Tour de France is El Pueblo de Terror. So this has got some really awesome looking Mexican kind of set pieces. And this kicks out at the exit to Llorona. You also got some really cool photo spots as well. Exit to Llorona is just there, so this is like an extension of that. You've got a couple of exclusive things here in Hollywood. You've got Super Silly Funland, which is a children's play area, a bit different from Kids Zone. You've got a splash pad down the back there, and then you've got this whole like Minions land. I guess actually we're gonna have this in Orlando as well soon. That's cool. That's really cool. And then you've also got Secret Life of Pets off the leash. Now I really want to ride this so badly, but it's closed during horror nights because this whole area gets used as a queue, which is a shame because it's a cool looking dark ride that Universal don't do often. They are just like roller coasters and crazy screen rides. So we're now going in the queue for La Llorona. La Llorona. Got it wrong before because we were saying La Llorona. It's La Llorona.
Dios te salve María, llena de gracia. So the place that they Mother of those who hear her cry are for them. As punishment for her sin, she was forced out of the dark mystic hole. For the Llorona will come for you. The dark we seek hope, or La Llorona will come for you. La Llorona, mother of night.
Then we are out into El Pueblo de Terror. That's the scare zone. So we're going to go into Animal Actors. This is Beware the Haunted Forest. So the main Horror Nights merch is in the Universal Studios store, which makes sense. Oh look, we're having a meeting of the chainsaws here. Who's going to go after who? So that is the end of our time here at Universal Studios Hollywood for Halloween Horror Nights, and we did it over 2 nights. The second night was definitely so much better. It's a different vibe here to what it is in Orlando. Orlando's got scare zones, lots of them. I say lots, it's got 5, they're big though. Here we've got kind of 1 big scare zone, and then the rest are just kind of like little tiddly things. So the scare zones just aren't really a thing here. The mazes here are a lot better this year. They've got over their black corridor kind of plague that they had, where you just walk through a black corridor and it'd be a jump scare. My favourite maze personally, I think Universal Monsters actually was pretty awesome. The Scarecrow, the Reaping was awesome too. The Weeknd was very different here to what it was in Orlando. I think the Weeknd here was much better than the version in Orlando. Much happier with that. So we had a good time. It was very expensive, and I do think unless you have frequent fear pass, you're not going to be able to do it all in one night at all. So get yourself express or frequent fear to do it multiple times. But we did have a good time though. So if you had a good time following along with us, I'd love for you guys to hit the thumbs up. I do appreciate it. It really does help us a lot. And it'd be great if you could hit the subscribe button and bell icon to be notified when we post all new videos. We'll see you on the other side. Thanks.